The American free press, the so-called guardians of democracy, are folding right before our very eyes. They're bowing, I mean completely genuflecting to political and corporate power, normalizing lies and helping usher in fascism right here in America. And if you think that sounds a bit dramatic, let me take you back 90 years, because what's happening here today is chillingly familiar. And trust me, guys, I do not say this lightly. I say it as a former news reporter with a whole degree in journalism and years of experience in newsrooms. Before Hitler seized absolute control, Germany had one of the freest presses in Europe. Dozens of newspapers, competing viewpoints, investigations into corruption. Then came the intimidation, lawsuits, and smear campaigns, all meant to discredit journalists. Sound familiar? By 1933, Hitler passed the editor's law, banning anyone from publishing if they weren't racially pure or politically reliable. Within months, dissenting papers were silenced. The Münchner Post, the one newspaper brave enough to expose Hitler's crimes, was raided and destroyed. The rest of the press didn't resist. They adapted. They called it patriotism. But what it was capitulation. Fast forward to now. No one's passed an editor's law yet here in the US, but make no mistake, the pressure's real. Trump attacks journalists by name, bans reporters from events, threatens massive lawsuits, and weaponizes the court. Networks cave, executives apologize, anchors pull punches. CBS just quietly settled with Trump after his defamation threats, handing him yet another victory over accountability. Disney and ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel after FCC concerns. Newsrooms are being bought up by billionaire loyalists and hedge funds tied to the very politicians they're supposed to cover. And mainstream outlets? They're still chasing access, still pretending neutrality is objectivity. That's not journalism. That's appeasement. History doesn't repeat itself word for word. It rhymes. And right now, that rhyme sounds a lot like 1933. When the press becomes too afraid to confront power, it becomes the handmaiden of it. Tomorrow, in day 2 of this series I call Press Release, The Fall of American Journalism, I'll break down the first step every authoritarian takes to capture the press: legal intimidation and regulatory threats. Because before the headlines go silent, they start with a whisper of fear. 92% girl power redefined.